So this is your space.
This was one of my picture communication books from 10th grade. The only food option on here is a cookie.
If you wanted something to eat, you would just want a cookie.
The sentences could also only be, I want, I smell, I hear, I see, it is, or I have.
So what happened then if you wanted to communicate something that was not possible through the book?
I would get very frustrated.
What happened then? You got frustrated, but you still couldn't communicate your needs, or so what happened then?
The assumption was that I had no understanding and professionals saw my behavior as being unintelligent. So then instead of looking at why I was frustrated, they focused on my behavior and made the assumption that I would not be able to express myself with any form of language until I could have safe behavior. When I look at my picture communication books, I think of all the other students in schools around the United States and around the world who are in the same situation as I was. It's my motivation to advocate for them and be a catalyst for change, so they have access to better systems of communication which will provide them with the autonomy to express their desires, instead of being forced to say what professionals want them to say.
Just looking at it, it's really upsetting. Let me just, from the time she was in 6th grade, she went to the middle school. I mean, things were kind of not perfect, but they were okay until she went to the middle school. And when she went to the middle school, the bells and the lockers slamming and puberty, I mean, the whole thing, she just had meltdown after meltdown. She couldn't handle all the sensory things going on. She just couldn't handle it. So they sent her to a behavioral school. They just got rid of her. No, we can't have her here, And that was the beginning of the end, because all the other schools did was try to restrain her.
Because she had behavior problems.
Well, to them, because she wasn't communicating. So instead of helping her to communicate, they got rid of her, in my opinion.
So she was not able to
Right.
communicate her
Right.
needs. How did
They
she
didn't, but
communicate?
see, they didn't really want to know. That was another thing. If they wanted to know, they would have, you know, it was more important for them to be right. So that is that is part of the part of the problem. That's a big deal. That she, they had already decided who she was going to be. And that's the thing. When we decide who someone's going to be and we don't leave the door open at all, we can't, there's no room for change.